No tea, straight seasoning the situation. Salt and Peppa podcast is the nation. Melanation, you know what it mean. I will always show love to my queens. No tea, straight seasoning the situation. Salt and Peppa podcast is the nation. Melanation, college educated, hustlepreneurs, you can't hate it.
What time is it? What time is it? Ooh. We trying to y'all don't even know. Y'all know we normally do the wine for y'all. We normally be on that.
It's been rough.
Shouts out to Starbucks.
It's been rough.
We're giving y'all the caffeine tonight because baby, we here, okay?
I'm really tired.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
You're live.
I'm here.
We're
I'm
live.
We're live.
Period.
Starbucks got me live.
Good evening. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like, comment, share. Let's be interactive on tonight. We are here with a special guest. But before we get into all of that,
it's your girl Salt
and your girl Peppa.
We coming to give you
no tea, straight seasoning. We're just two best friends
giving our views
and our perspective
on this thing called life.
I think we should really get a soundboard now. Like, I just want to start hitting shit. Like, I want to sound like that. Like, I just want to be like, just mad. I want mad shit happening for no reason. But we like to keep it organic and be us. Mm-hmm. We don't need no sound effects because, bitch, I'm the whole soundboard.
There you go. There you go. You got another one for us?
I got a lot. You know I can keep going. I'm a barnyard of sounds. So we not
a hero.
Yes. We gonna introduce y'all to our guest. But we want y'all to get into this apparel. These are the crop top hoodies. Hold up. You see that? We giving waist.
Pop the.
Yes.
Okay.
It's giving all of that. Come on. Hello. You gotta ship me that.
Hello.
Okay, and they're breathable. Cause honey, this is I could do this. I wouldn't even lie to y'all. Y'all know me. But now on to what we're here for tonight. Welcome to our first What's Up of the season. We are happy to have the one and only Gregory Lollar. Cause if there was another one, whew, my head would probably do a 360. But I'm happy he's here. I'm going to let him do his introduction, name his accolades, his resume, all that.
So, Greg Lollar, Mr. RaFitness, as you guys may know. Personal trainer, Hartford, Connecticut, born and raised. Been personal trainer for about 5 to 6 years. Went on my own journey, going from 4 to like wanting some change, now to what you see today. Just out here trying to help people, trying to spread love, and make people feel comfortable in their own skin so they can love themselves first before they start loving other people. You know
All right.
I'm here for it.
It's giving me self-care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know,
it's giving me let's be self-full. I'm here for this.
Period.
So y'all know we had a personal trainer on before, and I know y'all like, why are we doing another? But everybody's different. Mm-hmm. Everybody's brand is different. The reason why they get into certain businesses is different. Mm-hmm. And everybody approach to certain things and services that they offer are very different. And when I tell y'all, we already got in trouble, okay? Me and Greg already got in trouble.
Talking too much. They giving
We can't help. Every time we and I
as soon as he walked through the door, it was like, oh yeah, because I love you doing this and you doing that and how you been and what you doing. Oh, I see you popping. Shut up. Wait till y'all get at the table for that.
When I tell you every time me and this dude get together, it's straight banter. From business to personal to growth to ideas, visions, it's everything you could think of. I'm talking about even what if Mars landed on Earth, and we will go as far left and far right as you could think.
And I had to cut it short. But y'all could go far left while y'all sitting here and they seeing it.
So let's get right into it. I know you. They don't know you. So
I don't know you. This is my first time meeting you.
This is Salt's first time meeting you.
Make sure you sell it.
So give us the backstory. Who is Greg outside of the personal fitness? Before we get into the business, let us get to know who's Greg.
I mean, all right. So honestly, is who I am is gonna be based on how long you knew me, what phase of my life you knew me. Because there's been a lot of Gregs. There's been a lot of phases of Gregs. There's some people will be like, oh, Greg is cool and calm. This nigga's
Greg
crazy.
is an asshole.
Yeah, and that's probably the one that most people know. Like, yo, he cocky, he an asshole. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's loud, he arrogant. I get all that stuff. But me, honestly, once you get to know me, you'll see I'm a very down-to-earth person. I'm a loving person. I'm a caring person. You know, I'm not as bashful and as cocky as a lot of people do. I just wear my confidence outside.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wear their shit inside and they get scared. I wear my shit outside, man, because if I don't love me, ain't nobody else gonna love me. And if I don't think I'm that nigga, ain't nobody else gonna think I'm that nigga.
Right.
You feel me?
Let me tell y'all, that's the biggest thing in anything, especially as an entrepreneur. You have to be more confident in yourself than anybody, because when you walk through the door, your energy gotta read like a motherfucker. When I tell you, when you walk through the door, they be like, who is that?
Right.
They don't even know you, they don't know what you do, but the way you enter that room was, who is that?
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck they think they is?
Right.
Right.
Whether good or bad, I want you to notice me.
I don't think I'm nobody. I think
I
I
am.
know that I'm me.
Right.
I am that I am.
You gotta demand that shit, man.
Period.
You gotta demand that shit. Whether
And I
it's in your
respect
aura
that
or-
about you.
Yeah, man. I don't waver. I don't change who I am. I don't.
But were you always like this?
Nope. I was honestly, that's what got me. Like, I was uncomfortable with myself, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't always feel comfortable in every room around every set of people, every set of person, or every environment. I didn't feel comfortable, and I got tired of that shit. I wanted to be me, no matter whether I was in a board meeting, whether I was around friends, whether I was training, whether I was just chill. I just wanted to be comfortable in my own skin and be me. You know what I'm saying? And,
When you introduced yourself, you said something, and I don't know if I caught it all the way. You threw out some numbers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my weight. Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
didn't know. I wasn't.
Yeah, I was a big dude.
He breezed by that. I went for 4.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I'm
because
like, I thought I heard it, but I didn't know if I heard it.
Listen, that shit took a lot of work.
Yeah.
It
But
took a lot of
okay,
dedication.
so let's hear the numbers.
Yeah.
So, all right,
Say 'em
so
slow this time.
all right, so I was 400 at my biggest.
Wow.
Okay.
400. Now, granted,
How tall are you?
I'm about
He's
6'4".
tall. Yeah,
Right, I'm about
okay.
6'3.5", 6'4". So a lot of people didn't notice it. You know,
But
I
you
used
could
to.
feel it.
Outside of that, nigga, when you get naked, you gotta look at yourself. When it's
Right.
time to fuck, when it's time to do what you do, when it's time to take a shower, you got to look in the mirror and deal with yourself. When you got clothes on, you could hide it and snap it and tight it and do all that shit you want to. But at the end of the
You
day,
was hiding and snapping.
I mean, nah,
They
like,
went waist trainers, ladies.
I'm just saying, you know, I used to wear a 3-piece suit. I used to run marketing, so I used to wear a suit every day. So
Oh,
it
so
was,
yeah, you was already
exactly.
Yeah.
I had the vest and the
Buttoned
suit up, so
up.
you could never. I just looked like a big fly nigga in suits, and you know what I'm saying. But when you go home at night and it's time for you to deal with you, like I was not happy. I wasn't satisfied, and I was
by yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And with you saying that makes a great point. Most people now know me for being by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Most people see me out in bars and clubs, at the movies,
All the
and
time.
events, by myself all the
I see
time.
Greg all the time by himself, and I go disturb his peace.
Because I had to learn.
All the time.
I turned my weakness into my strength.
All the
Okay.
time.
Being alone, I couldn't take being alone. I couldn't take dealing with myself. Now, I'm always by myself because I love my motherfucking
Pause.
self.
It is the greatest satisfaction of finding peace in your solitude.
Mhm.
When you could be by your motherfucking self and not need or want for no company, attention, or nothing. You just the happiest. Be at the bar eating.
Bro, all the time. Just chilling.
Yo, I be
Chilling,
seeing,
dog.
that's how I see Greg. Greg be at the bar fucking them wings up.
All the time.
I just go over there. So you're alone.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing?
Mm-hmm. As always.
Buddy. I'm here to shake the room.
You know what I'm saying? And that ended up turning into a conversation.
And ever since then, it's been this. We just go. So you was
I was 400.
How did we get to? Cause I know for me personally, I was unhappy for a long time before I actually did something.
Right.
Because you could be unhappy, but it's more of a mindset
Absolutely.
thing to make you actually stay committed to the action of the work, right? So when did it happen for you from the 400 to finally be like, all right, enough is enough?
So traveling a lot is what put the size on me. Once I really settled, once I settled back down at home, I decided I wanted to make a change. Being back in my natural environment, being back around my daughter, I just really wanted to restructure my life. And honestly, I went through a depression. A lot of people don't know, I went through a depression for maybe like 6 months where like I legitimately didn't do shit.
Wow.
And that's how the beard grew.
Come on, Flourish.
That's how the beard grew. Like I ain't do shit. When I tell you I ain't do shit, I ain't do shit. Like I ain't shit.
That's how you found your weapon.
That's how this motherfucker came. This is out of pure depression and laziness. This wasn't a trend. I wasn't trying to be a bear gang.
When they got shaped up, you was like, hold up.
Right.
Hold up.
Right. So I'm gonna keep this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's winter right now, so I'm gonna keep it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was depressed, and as I started coming out of depression, I started wanting to change small things in my life, and it started with my health. You know, once it went from my health, then, you know, I started trying to become more of a better person. Because I wasn't really a good person. Like, I was an asshole. I was very, very, very
Come
selfish.
on, accountability.
Yeah, very, very, very selfish. I'm still a bit of a selfish person.
Come on, accountability.
I was very impatient. I had no tolerance for, like, you know, I was just...
So you were single?
Nah, nigga, I was just a nuisance. Like, I was just an asshole. Like, I just was not happy with myself. So I made everybody around me fucking miserable. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people typically do. Misery breeds more misery. You know what I'm saying?
Energy suckers.
Absolutely. And I was one of those people, man. I was one of those people. You'll be the happiest motherfucker.
Let me see smile real quick.
I mean, listen.
His fangs going.
I shaved them down a little bit. You know what I mean? So as I was coming out of the depression, I started working out, and I always wanted to play soccer. As a kid, I always had a love for soccer, but just never could. So I ended up getting a friend.
6'4" on the soccer field?
I mean, listen, man, I got tired of baseball, basketball, football.
Possible,
like, bro, you watch these shits your whole life. I'm tired of that shit. Like, I wanted to be around.
Faster
bro,
with them long
listen, I can play some fucking soccer. Let me tell you, I can play some soccer. You know, trust me. Go back to my videos. Anyway, I use soccer as a leverage. I used something that I really wanted to do as a leverage because I knew I wasn't going to stop. I knew I really wanted to learn how to play soccer. I knew it was something that I wanted to use to help me lose weight, and that's what I did.
I respect that.
You know, then I went down to 185. That's when you get the, don't get too skinny. You're gonna disappear if you lose any more weight. And you know, at me, I'm like, man, fuck you. Y'all didn't tell me when I was getting too fat. Don't tell me when I'm getting too skinny.
Thank you. Flag on the play. I be having, I don't know whether to be offended, because it's like, it's certain things, it was like, you congratulate me for losing the weight. But then you hear, oh, don't disappear on me now.
You know why?
But where were you when you seen me keep putting the fork in my mouth?
Right. When that fork
Where was
came
you when you seen me take a 45-minute doozer after I ate a whole Thanksgiving meal in the second plate? It fell into a diabetic comatose. You ain't wake my ass
But what's
up.
crazy is when you look back at pictures, it's really like, yo,
was
you really that big?
That's what really gets you, and that's why with all my clients, I have them take pictures. The pictures are a fucking must, because again, when you look back at them pictures, whether it's a month, whether it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, fucking 5 months, you're gonna look at the pictures and be like, God.
Let me tell you, I showed Nels the picture from the Black Gala. And
I'm still sitting here like,
I
there's no
look
way.
at that picture and be
There's
like,
no way.
Who is this?
Remember when we showed?
I know that dress. I know that dress.
When we showed Devontae the picture from my birthday, and I was like, I said, do you see my best friend in this picture? And he looking at the picture like, he was like, is that her sitting right next to you? No. That's her standing next to the girl sitting next to me.
Damn.
Because I didn't know, and that's like, you're right. Pictures are very important because the scale could be so deceiving at times.
Absolutely.
But the pictures actually show you how and where your body's changing. Because the weight may not change, but the fat could go down, muscle could go up, and you could be getting toned and shaped. And I was like, for a while, I was stuck in the 180s. But when I started taking my pictures, I seen, okay, this is shaping. Okay, my hips is, okay, is that a little poo-poo?
Just a little.
And this is a great learning key for someone who started work, and you go through the phases.
Yeah.
I got a lot of clients the first month, 2 months. They're like, yo, like my clothes again, but the scale not moving. And I'm like, yo, don't worry about the scale.
Right.
Look at the pictures.
Go beyond
and
the
look
scale.
at them. Right. Your clothes, when you put them in dry, they don't get bigger. You know what I'm saying? So if your motherfucking shirt's getting bigger, it's because you're getting smaller. You understand what I'm saying? Like make it make sense. You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
So a lot of times it's about going through the process.
That's a good shit. You should put that on a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good shit. I want to wear it.
Yeah. All right, Brandon, merch. You coming soon. Look out. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. I mean, where were we?
Soccer,
yeah. So I went down to 185. I got mad skinny motherfuckers that's popping shit. Don't get too skinny, yada, yada, yada. Shout out to my boy Ricardo Waldron. Took me to the gym.
Okay. So that was your introduction
That was
to the weights?
my first introduction to the weights, and I never fucking looked back after that. Shout out to my boy, man. He changed my life.
So was it, when you got in there, was it just like he kicked your ass? And
Nah,
you fell in love,
it was
or
getting
it was
that fucking pump. When I looked in the mirror and I was like, yeah, this is what the fuck I want to look like. Like I could see the future of what this shit look like if I continue with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what it was.
So soccer is what brought you down to the 180.
Absolutely. That's what brought me down to the 180.
Because it was pure cardio.
Without having loose skin.
Okay.
Let's be clear about that shit, because a lot of people don't believe I was that big, and they question me whether I can show you stretch marks. I still got my tiger prints, like I still got my shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Like I ain't got no scar, no tiny, none of that shit. But I did it though. I
wear mine proudly.
I do too, cause shit, it's battle
You
scars,
gonna
bro.
see me in the 2-piece this summer.
Right, you gonna take it or leave it.
I'm letting you know that now. You gonna see all the.
Yeah, man. You got, I did that, and then once I got in the weight room and I seen the pump and I seen what my chest looked like and I seen what my arms look like it got.
You seen that for one day?
Yeah, I mean, it's
But no, it's something with men.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something with men. The
They
first
muscles
day,
is
they be like, yeah, I feel like my muscles popping.
It's the pump.
Okay.
That's what's called the pump.
I see it.
As soon as we pump that
Hold on,
that
wait.
bitch.
Relax.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, wait. Let me talk to them. Calm the
Lady,
fuck down. Oh, wow.
See, I'm gonna
Y'all,
talk
he
back.
done poked me in my eye.
Not poke me in my
He
eye.
done poked me in my eye. Wow. No, okay. So you've been doing personal fitness for 5-6 years.
Yep.
And everybody who knows entrepreneurship knows 5 years is your pivotal mark. That's your make it or break it.
Absolutely.
That's when you figure out whether it's a asset or a liability and cut your losses.
Right.
Now you've grown past that.
Absolutely. Yep.
In the pandemic.
Yep. Through all the pandemics.
I was gonna say through all the
Through all the
pandemics.
pandemics.
Because you was only 2 years in, pandemic for now almost 2.5. Well, no, you was 3 years in.
Yep.
Now we 2.5, going on 3 years in this panoramic, and you thriving.
Right.
Thriving. Give the juice.
When you want, when you know what you want, there's nothing in this world that's gonna stop you from getting that shit. I tell people all the time, it takes a lot to break me. Like, it takes a lot to break me. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck what kind of obstacles you throw in my way. I'm built for it tough. So if I want something, I'm gonna get it. I don't give a fuck how long I gotta work, what kind of path I gotta go to get it, how many paths it takes to get to that shit. I don't have a plan B. That's why my shit works. I do not have a plan B. I was gonna be a personal trainer. I was gonna be the best personal trainer that I could be, and I was gonna be the most effective personal trainer.
I think you just said the most key thing, because a lot of people get into business and have a plan A that they're so sure about,
Right.
but then be like,
just in case,
let me do a plan B, because you just put doubt in your first plan.
Yep.
When I tell you this is plan A and plan B is to make plan A work.
That's it. That's
like,
it.
everything goes back to plan A.
Right.
That's like when you go to the rest of the grocery stores, and they be like, the customer's always right, but they got the 1, 2, 3 rule. Did you listen to the customer? Now revert back to number one.
Right.
That's all.
Always right.
Every plan goes back to plan A, because every plan after plan A is to enhance the first motherfucking plan.
Absolutely.
I'm never derailing from what I'm meant to be or what I'm meant to go after.
Right.
Never when I admire your consistency.
I appreciate that.
I admire your
because
consistency.
it takes a lot, man. I mean, you know, like everybody else, I'm not always motivated every day to get up and do this shit. Like, I don't want to get up every day and be at the gym at 5:30 in the fucking morning. I don't want to take the only.
And you're the only trainer in your gym.
I am the only trainer in my gym. Every client that comes through that gym gets trained by me.
Where is the gym?
My gym is at 2568 Main Street in Hartford, Connecticut.
Enunciate that
you know what I mean? 2568 Main Street in Hartford, Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to make no mistakes. You know what I mean?
Okay, now we can go back to the conversation that y'all was having when you first walked in, because I heard something about preparing for surgery, and I want to touch that.
Oh, okay. So I want to start with everybody got these stigmas around surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of trainers will talk their clients away from surgery by just giving them the disadvantages or the cons that they know about, or they believe that they could train them down, tighten them up, and, you know, whatever. But you seen that there was a need and you filled it. You like, I'm not going to talk you out of anything. If you feel as though this is the best thing for you, let me help you meet the goal to get it done the right way.
Correct.
Now, what we're talking about is the people who want to get gastro bypass, the sleeve.
Gastro, lipo, any type of
surgery.
Fat sucking or body, body rearranging or cosmetic surgery.
Okay. So now run down the plan, the program.
All right, so the program is designed, again, for two people. Either people who don't give a fuck what you say and they're going to get the surgery regardless of what your trainers and what you think and what your mom says. And then for the second person is for people who kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, I kind of want to lose it myself, but like, I got approved for the surgery so I can get the surgery, and I really want the body that I want, and I don't want people talking. So people who kind of teeter-totter on the line, you have an option. You can come in, do it, see if you can lose the weight you want to. If it's encouraging you and it's something you think you can continue to do and the surgery isn't for you no more, we found another path for you to get to your result.
Period.
If you like, no nigga, I'm gonna lose these 60 to 100 pounds and I'm getting the fuck on that table, no problem. But I'm gonna help you do that too. I'm gonna help you with your meal plan, because a lot of people, when they go,
they starve it down.
They do. And they keep it very basic too. And it's not enough for a person who wants to take it serious prior or after to do that. And that's why a lot of people fail like afterwards, because if you can't maintain a proper diet and workout regimen before you get it, how the fuck are you gonna do it afterwards? Especially when you think you the shit because you got the body. When you wake up and you look in the mirror and you're like, yeah, I got it, I'm about to kill these niggas in the beach today. You not like, I'm about to go to the gym and tighten and keep it. Nah, like, you happy. You've been wanting this body your whole life, and you're going to forget. You're going to neglect your health.
Yeah.
You're going to neglect the eating. You're going to neglect.
It's going to go back to the old ways.
And it's going to be worse, because now you don't have all these cuts and snips and tights, and now your belly can't.
It's stretching back out. Yep.
So you end up putting yourself backwards and further than where you were when you first started. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought, listen, people are going to do it anyway.
Let me help you do it right.
And I was one of them trainers who would talk you out of it. And only because I had a really good friend who didn't need to get on the table.
And did.
Got on the table and passed away. And, it hurt me. And ever since then, I was just like, nah, you don't got to get on the table. You can figure out another way to do it, whether it's in here in the head, just growing some self-confidence, or it's getting into the gym, trying to do it that way. But I'm a stubborn person, so I was like, bro, who the fuck am I to tell somebody what to do and try to convince somebody? If you're stubborn and you like, listen, I'm gonna do this shit regardless, I wouldn't be happy no matter what means I take.
Because you got down to 185 regardless.
That's right. So now I'm like, all right, listen, let me help you. It's a 16-week program. 16 weeks, okay? You get your meal plan, you get your workouts, you get your weight, you get everything you need to prep you to get on your surgery table, and then everything to help you prep for after the surgery.
So, mind you, it takes 30 to 45 days to build a solid habit.
Right.
You provided?
No.
No. You provided 16 weeks of habit building. Because by the time you get off that table, anybody who body get used to being in the gym,
They want to output
when
that.
when you pause for a second, it's like a hunger feel. Like you feel like it's missing something. Your body literally yearns for it.
I ain't been in 4 days and I feel like I gained all my weight back.
Literally, you start being like, oh, something ain't right. Something ain't my arm. Look at my arms. They get weak. Like, you just feel off. And the fact that you not giving, you could purchase to train for 16 weeks. You know, you gotta choose your words, right? You giving away 16. It's not a giveaway.
Right.
And I feel like that helped build the mental on top of that.
Because your mental
it's like regardless, you want what you want. You either gonna get on that table or you gonna lose the weight. But regardless of what, in this 16 weeks, you gonna figure it out.
My whole thing is, we all, like me, I consider my weight loss surgery because I had to reconstruct my mind, to reconstruct my body. Regardless of how you look at it, it's surgery. It's spiritual surgery because you're repairing yourself. We're all going through a form of surgery in fitness, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. If I'm talking crazy, say so. This time to be interactive. But what I'm saying is, I'm high. I lost my train of thought.
Okay, so what you saying? I'm gonna piggyback.
Yep.
I lost a whole bunch of weight. Then I went through a really dark depression, and I gained all of it back. I was at my heaviest. I was pregnant, 205. I went to the doctor one day.
You see her 205?
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, well, I mean, you know, everybody carry weight different, so, you know.
Went to the doctor one day, and I stepped on that scale, and they said 205. I wasn't even almost pregnant. So it was like, hold up. And I feel like that's when my surgery started. That's when I was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Do I want to lay on this table type of thing. I started going to the gym at 6 in the morning, and then I fell off. But when we started with in East Hertford at Diligence, I already kind of had a routine, but then that really opened up my mind to I'm gonna get on this table. I'm gonna take it serious. This is what I'm doing.
And it's the same with surgery. You invest in this.
Right.
That's why I say it's a surgery. It's an investment. I spent money on this body, the gym, training, PT. Money.
And what's crazy is when you start
just
spending,
about the much is surgery.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, regardless, it's like what you said. This could be for two people. You want to spend the money on actually getting on the table, or you just want to stay consistent in this? Because regardless, it's an investment. Regardless.
And a lot of times, like what you said was absolutely right, man. Because I have clients who come in every day and they work their hardest, and it's not always about their body or their health. It's about their mind thing. They just want to get that aggression out. They want to clear their head. They need this to get on with their day. They need to get this shit out their system. And you know, it got to a point where I was working out for the same thing. Like it wasn't like my body was a result of me going in there consistently to clear my fucking head.
Can I tell y'all my secret? I like when I sweat.
You should.
Cause I could cry and nobody noticed. That's low. Like when you really going through some shit, and that's when I like doing my weights, cause it's that and that sweat, and I can just drop a few. Nobody noticed. Nobody paying me no attention. It really is a form of therapy because I be wanting. I don't know how I interact with humans.
I remember one time, and it's a funny thing about, because I go to therapy. I've been going to therapy for a while. And black people, please listen. Let me.
Black men in therapy.
Go to fucking therapy, okay? Cut it out with this stigma. Black motherfuckers don't need therapists. Listen, everybody needs an unbiased. Let me be clear, an unbiased ear to talk to. Talking to your mom, and then your auntie, and your niggas, or your girlfriend's mom or siblings, and all that shit. None of that, because they're all biased. They all got their opinion. They all come from a certain point of view. If your therapist tell any of your shit, you can sue her. You can sue them. Okay? So they're not about to go around telling your business, and really they don't care. They just want to help you. And that too. But you know, they want to help you. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to go to therapy, man. But anyway, back to my story. So one day, I was in therapy, right? And the crazy thing about therapy is when you done with your session, like they can close that window, but you still got to deal with that shit all day. You got to deal with all
off.
You feel me?
They be like, not my problem.
Right, they get to now you sitting there like, damn, nigga, my mom ain't love me. Like, you got the rest of the day to figure out, like, yo, like. Damn, you feel me? Was I ever really loved? Like, this why I'm in the street. This why I like females this much? Like, is this why I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with that shit for the remainder of the day. You know what I'm saying? So one day I went and, you know, she opened up some doors I wasn't really ready for. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. I got the biggest sweat and I was in that bitch crying like a motherfucker. Just crying like a motherfucker. My ex looking at me like, nigga, you straight? I'm like, yeah. Come on, nigga. Like,
you know sweat make your eye burn.
Man, listen, I'm in that bitch.
That's why my eyes red. The sweat hitting them.
Yo, wiping it. And it's crazy because as you lift, the same thing. As soon as I took that break, nigga, I just break down. As soon as I stopped lifting, I just fucking break down. Like, goddamn, let me get back to it. Like, I got to refocus. You know, so it's, again, the gym can be a multi-purpose thing. One of the biggest things that I would tell you about the gym and working out is that you get transferable energy, you get transferable charactership, if that's a real word, because being able to push yourself to do something you didn't think you can do and growing the habit of hitting goals, setting goals and hitting them and accomplishing them becomes another consistent thing that you can do also. So you go to the gym, you hit a PR. It took you 2 weeks to hit that PR. That was 2 weeks of work that you took and you invested in yourself and your time to hit. When you go to fucking work and it's something you don't want to do, or you in life and shit happens and you got to overcome that shit, the same energy and the same drive it took you to overpower that shit in the gym is the same energy and the same drive is going to take you to overpower that shit in life.
Right. Mine doesn't matter.
Exactly. And it's transferable. What you do in the gym is going to transfer to what you do in life. That's why I tell my clients, one of my biggest sayings is if you quit here, you're going to quit here every time. If you quit here at this mark, you're going to quit here every time you get like this, whether it's in the gym or whether it's in life.
That's facts, because sometimes, Terrell, I hope you don't know this, sometimes they be like, do the magic number.
Yeah. I knew you was going to touch that. Because they say 15 and I be like, I'm going to do 12.
I'm going to stop at 12. And you know, like, we know we could push past that, but it's like it's for real, once you set that in your mind, that's always going to be where you feel like that's your max. And it was like, you really gotta, y'all, we have these issues too. Yeah, we be in the gym, but we all have our issues too, because I like 12.
Let me tell you,
I like 12.
If there's one thing I will say about being a personal trainer that I've realized about gym, just about the difference between men and women, females, when y'all lock in, y'all lock the fuck in.
Period.
Like,
you see me.
Whatever switch it is, and I mean, I've seen it all. We've seen it all our lives, but never knew it. Like, once a female break up with a dude, she get a new job, new hairdo, new life, new everything. She's in the gym. Like, a month later, she's a whole new bitch. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, bitch, why you wasn't like that when I was like, the fuck? Like,
was it me? Did I do something?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, all right, bet I was a stepping stone. You look good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Flag on the play. Did you read my book already?
Nah, not yet.
Because was that not why? Hold on, wait, and I'm gonna be very transparent, because my last relationship is the reason why I was like, you know what, it's on, because it was like, you leaving me because I got a little chicho. That's what this about.
I mean, that was the excuse he gave you. That was
no, it was, but it hits women. We get hit with insecurities, and at first it started off to prove a point. But then you fall in love with it and you realize, yo, I'm about to be the baddest bitch moving around here. Right. I don't know how y'all get, but I work out in the mirror.
Right.
Sorry, I don't care.
I always say, watch yourself get skinny. Watch
my
yourself get in
question
shape.
is, because I feel like a lot of people struggle with the expense of it, of just the gym and personal training and stuff.
You struggle with getting your motherfucking hair done? Y'all struggle with getting your motherfucking nails done?
No. Y'all
struggle with going out every fucking week?
Yeah.
Y'all struggle with making sure y'all got the right grain of weed and the right fucking...
Wait, did you just say grain of weed?
I deal with a lot of females. You know I do.
Grain of weed? I don't know who educated this man. I don't know who told him the difference between the 5AA and the 6C, right. But come on now.
Curlable, that shit you can't fuck with. Don't put no heat to it. Listen, it's a very, like I said, I've watched females walk in the gym, day one, lock the fuck in, pay their bread, and never look back.
Period.
I've had niggas come in and pay big bread.
And never come back.
2 days, nigga, never see him again. 2 days, and I'm like, I got high hopes for these niggas. Of course not. Of course not. You do a session, that's it.
It's not refundable.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but about the finance, like I said, with the financing thing, you invest in what the fuck you love. So if you love yourself, you're gonna invest in yourself.
But my whole thing is too, this is why it's important to find a trainer in a gym that fits you.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because when you find that trainer and they see that thing in you and you become transparent with them, they make it work for you because they see you want to make it work. Long as I see you want to do the work, I'm going to make it work. Trainers offer payment plans. Trainers offer certain things, but you have to show them that you want to do the work.
I've had clients who be like, yo, I'm out of my job. Like, and I'm like, nigga, you better show up tomorrow. I don't give a fuck what, you better show up tomorrow. I know you get for it when you get paid. Make sure you hit me, nigga, but we got work to do. And you ask any of my dedicated clients, it's not their journey, it's our journey. We doing this. It's our journey. We go together. We'll be eating. We'll be working out. Because we do this shit together, bro. Like, it's a journey that we have to take. And you have to have support. And a lot of people don't have support in their household.
Right.
They may only have it in the gym. And then they get out there and, you know.
It's fun for yourself.
You know what I'm saying? They around the sharks for the rest of the day. And,
I can say, with me personally, when I was doing kickboxing, it was very expensive. I was in Glastonbury. Very expensive. And they had us on the meal plan. So, and we had to, like, take pictures of our groceries every week. When I tell you I ain't blink an eye, at first when they say the numbers, it's like, oh, how I'm going to pay this, and then I got to do this payment, and then I got to go grocery shopping every week. I didn't blink an eye for that whole time I was working out, because it's like, it was something that I wanted to do. I enjoyed it, just like you said, getting your nails done, getting your hair done. I'm dedicated to this, so I don't even know how much money I spent. I know it was a lot, but I had it. It seemed like it was just falling out the sky at that point.
Because it was for you.
Because you don't realize it, but you start sacrificing other things that are not important.
Right, and that's
because me, I got a subscription for every goddamn network. I might as well have cable at this point. My kids don't want Disney Plus, but only watch one show when they once a week. It's pointless. I got Peacock, Discock, Netflix, Hiscock, all this shit. All this shit.
Slid that one right up in that motherfucker. Slid that one right up in that Hiscock. You got a porn channel?
Which one is that? I didn't hear that subscription.
It's a history
no, you don't have to go into detail.
I'm a pediatrologist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll let that SaultnPeppa that one.
You caught that mess? It's the history channel.
Child.
Give you all the flashbacks and shit. Keep you up to date.
That's what that group chats is for. That's what them group chats is for, man.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, that's all the good shit at the group chats.
No, but the point I was trying to make was, I'm like, once I got serious about my journey, okay, Hulu, you could go. All right, we're not watching Disney Plus. Cool. We're not, okay, cool. All that was gone. Next thing you know, Jim, I got my PT money. Because when it matters to you, you make it happen.
Absolutely.
Even now, I don't eat meat. A pescatarian diet or vegan lifestyle is not for the weak.
It's not.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Discipline.
It's not for the short-pocketed. Okay? Because real shrimp, not that farm raised, half cooked, veined, all that shrimp. Real shrimp, money.
Health food in general costs money.
Tuna fillets.
Bro, you could feed a family off of unhealthy bullshit for $12.
Yeah. Facts.
Nigga, a good piece of fruit is $5. Like, a good basket of fruit is $4 or $5.
Organic fruit?
Like,
triple your price.
yeah. Like,
but it's worth it when you care about you. I care about me.
Absolutely.
I gained a new value and appreciation for me. So now I look at certain food, and it's crazy because I can't drink juice no more. Now I taste every bit of sugar.
Once you get it out your body will tell you, like, I don't want this shit.
It's nasty.
Pure syrup.
And it's crazy. It was my favorite juice. And how was I drinking this? French fries. All that salt.
Bro, I used to eat.
I'm like this now.
I used to eat
like
pork
if it's
like it
a
ain't
sugar
no
straw.
tomorrow, man. Like,
now I can't
don't
smell
even,
it.
Bro,
I can't smell it.
If I even think I'm eating a piece of fruit or pork, like, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Piece of fruit or pork? That's a different type of pork.
I don't even eat it, motherfucker.
You put the strawberry jam on the pork?
Hey, man, listen, back in the day, I used to eat, yo. I used to eat.
Yo, the shit I used to come up
reckless,
with.
bro.
Nels would tell me. I'll be in there like, yo, what if I put...
gravy burgers?
Oh, nah, child. She said the gravy burgers. Straight fat shit.
But hold on, wait. Was it not busted?
It was good though. When she told me, I was like, "That's weird." Like, so you about to put gravy? What you making? And she was like, "Just wait on it." It was good.
Well, the cravings I used to have pregnant, I knew I was fat. Saltine with a little fluff jelly and a pickle.
What the fuck?
Fluff jelly and a
Fluff
pickle.
jelly and a pickle.
It was heaven.
That's that sweet and bitter shit.
I don't know what it was, but I ate a whole pack of it. But now let's get to the brand. Right. You cool. We know you now.
Right.
How did we get RaFitness?
Alright, so there's
Like a dungeon right there.
I mean, you can go on every social media. So I'm on Instagram, RaFitness.
Are you Raw?
RaFitness31. I'm raw. Now I'm cooling right now, actually. I'm cooling right now. You know what I'm saying? Now you can catch me on Instagram, RaFitness31. You can catch me on Facebook, Greg Lollar. You can go to the website, RaFitness-31.
How do you get the name?
How do I get the name? Oh, so this is very funny.
Because you're hitting off your titties.
I can't help it. Like, it's another part of feeling yourself. You know what I'm saying? So this is crazy. I had this logo several years prior to even becoming a personal trainer. When I was going through my depression, what helped me get out of it was I ended up starting to study. I get one too.
You're ghetto.
I mean, well, you know that. So anyway, appreciate you.
No, pass that to her.
So, as I was studying, I started studying African Egyptian like religion, and I took a liking to it and continued to study it and continue to kind of do more research on what I believe was my people. And you know, because if you go to school, nigga, you think black people started at slavery. Like, we started at roots.
We was
queens and queens.
We was kings and queens.
Like my tag said, God before slaves, because that's what we were. You know what I'm saying? We the Eve gene is only in the black woman. You can make every hair color, every eye color, every skin color. It's the only person in the world who can fucking do that shit. Okay? So let's be clear about that shit.
That was poetry. You should have that on the shirt.
We're gonna make a lot of shirts.
You got the Eve gene.
We're gonna make a lot of the Eve gene. That's it, baby. Black girl magic.
Period.
I'm here for it.
Anyway, so the Eye of Ra became a very, very symbolic, a very, very important
I get it now.
symbol in my life, right? So that's where RaFitness comes from. It's the eye of it. It's the eye of Ra. That's where
See, that's why we had this, so we could understand the brand.
Right. Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you Jamaican?" And I was like, "No, why?" And they're like, "Oh, the Ra." Like, I thought I was like, yeah, that's what, you feel me? I got asked like 2 or 3 times, like, "Yo, is it because you?" And I was like, "Nah." Like, this is the Eye of Ra, you know, like you just. But yeah, so that's what. And as I continue to indulge and continue to study, it just kind of took over me and became me, man. So I created this image maybe 3 or 4 years before I even became a personal trainer. And I remember being in the park training a bunch of females for $2 a pop.
Wow.
Okay.
$2 a pop, because I wasn't in it for the money. Like,
Okay.
I really just wanted to help people. Like, I felt so good with how I looked, and I felt so good just being able to look at the mirror.
$2. Well, how long was the session?
They were still hours as long as I trained. Like, I was gonna work out whether you came or not. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, yo, you just $2, you come fuck with me, you do what I do for work.
No, it was more like I'm gonna work out, but if you wanna join,
Yeah.
might as well charge your fee.
It went from $2 to $5 to
Right.
$7 to $10, and then I decided that day I was working out, and like summer was winding down, and a lot of females were like, yo, so like what are we about to do?
From here?
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm about to. All right, I'm gonna take care of it. You feel me? And then that's when I decided like I'm gonna take it serious and go full time. And I've always been an entrepreneur, so all my jobs I'm in my own schedule. I've always kind of done my own thing. So it wasn't much of a, I don't want to say sacrifice because it was, but I just kind of put everything else I was doing to the side and really just dedicated all my time and effort to learning my craft and going to school and doing what I needed to do, learning diets, and honestly a lot of personal trial and error with diets. I did vegan, I did vegetarian, I did all that shit.
Because you have to find what works for you.
You have to. What works for one person does not work for everybody.
And I found that the reason a lot of people think, oh, you gave up meat to help you lose weight faster. No. My doctor is also, what do they call it now?
Herbalist?
Yes. And he will rather find natural methods before medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And I have PCOS, which works against all my natural hormones. So when you have meat that is pumped with all these unknown hormones, and I develop a gallbladder problem.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like I already had to cut out red meat. But I've been eating chicken all my life. I wanted something new anyway. I done had stewed chicken, beef chicken, corn chicken, cream of mushroom chicken.
Yeah, I'm ready for a new animal, bro.
At this point, I was ready to try squirrel back, raccoon neck.
Anything.
Raccoon neck.
Listen, as long as it was sauteed to perfection, I was over it. It's only about so many wings, thighs, and legs you can eat. I was over it. So when he said, well, let's do 45 days no meat and see how your body reacts. I didn't lose anything in 45 days, but my blood work showed my hormones balanced.
More balanced.
My blood work showed that I didn't have anybody who have PCOS know you can get blood clots very easily. We just all fucked up in the inside, unfortunately. So when he seen everything lighten up, he said, okay, so now let's no sugar, no this. And it became more of, I have to, like, it wasn't about losing weight. It was about, I want to survive.
I want to fucking live.
If I can avoid a freaking gallbladder surgery, I am.
Right.
I am.
Absolutely.
I am. And I haven't had a gallbladder problem in 2 years.
And I think, which is why we say, what you eat,
You are what you eat.
Right. I mean, you know why they actually say that? Because whatever you eat, the molecular cells of that, they replicate
in your body.
Into your body. So if you keep eating fake shit, your cells are going to be processed with fake processed shit, and that's going to replicate.
But it's not even that. A lot of these meats that are out, those animals have infections, cancers.
You eat everything.
You're eating all of that. And we naturally have cancer cells in our body. So when a cancer cell get another cancer cell, eventually they start latching on, and now you got a tumor.
I just seen a video about salmon that it got like little worms in it, and I'm like, damn.
I clean my salmon. Don't do that.
It's two different ways.
Don't do that. It's salmon or salmon.
Alive. You
What
say it your way,
you
I
said?
said mine.
Your course?
Salmon.
It's salmon.
That shit came out clear.
No, but like you said, it's two people for that course.
Right.
It's two people in this
Correct.
I used to say, I ain't even gonna lie.
I say it, no, seriously, I say it both ways. It depends on how I'm feeling.
I used
Honestly,
to say salmon.
once I became a pescatarian, I felt obligated to
say it
say
the right way.
salmon.
Yeah, that's all you eat now.
Like, I feel like now I have to say.
You see how I looked at sushi said, I was like,
like if you got offended or something.
Another one, huh?
How dare you?
I'm a shrimp person. I feel like I could have buffalo shrimp. I could have barbecue shrimp. I'm a shrimp person.
I can have what you sound like Forrest
Gumbo.
Gump. I can have chocolate
Yup.
shrimp, red shrimp, cooked shrimp, garlic shrimp. Hot flag on the plate. So you start. You got your core clients.
Mm-hmm.
When did you move into your facility?
Actually, I started at Dixon Sports Facility. I started with Andre. I started at Andre's joint. That was the
I never would have seen that coming. Shout out to DSP.
Yep, shout out to DSP. Matter of fact, a kid named Taylor, rest in peace. He used to train at the YMCA downtown. He was the one that kind of really pushed me because I consistently was going. He was like, "Yo, you got a thing for this shit. You should really, look into it. Yeah, you should look into it." And he was the one who actually connected me with Andre and got me my first
opportunity. Yo, the world is a small place. That's crazy.
So I did my first year, maybe year and a half of training at DSP, and I mean I had a lot of fun. It was cool working with Andre. It was cool working with fucking Law. I met a coach. I met a lot of great people, and I learned a lot because there was so many different coaches that had specialties and so many different things. You know what I'm saying? And as a person who had my own special niche and ways of doing training, it was really good to see people who specialize in just stretching and agility, and people who specialize in explosiveness in sports.
Because you realize it's all different forms and it's all different parts of it.
And then when you mix those up in your workouts, it makes your workout. It makes the result of your workout, a lot better, a lot complete, and a lot faster than it does doing just one kind of workout all the time, because you're consistently shocking your body with different paces, different workouts, fast twitch.
You never know what's coming.
You never know what's coming, and that's what you always want to. I always say you want that shit to bitch. You gotta apply pressure on it. You want your body to change. You gotta apply pressure on it. You know what I'm saying?
I love when I'm sore.
It's a great sign. I mean, I
love when I'm sore. I hate it. I hate when it's you sat down for a few minutes sore, but that fresh sore. It's good.
Yeah, especially when it's the body part that you worked and you target. So I targeted that muscle. You know what I'm saying? And
I be convinced my butt sore all the time because it's getting so big, y'all. By the summertime, I'm gonna have a
she working
26.
On it. She working on it. My girl working on it.
I came from a 19.
She made some progress. That's one of the I love that with my clients. You feel me? Especially with my clients when they come in and they got a lot. And for me, I can look at a person and be like, yeah, I know exactly what we're going to look like. Yeah, I know exactly what method we need to do. I know exactly what kind of.
Now let me ask you this, because you are a man, and you do train a lot of females. Mm-hmm. So are you very conscious of the weight in the muscle, because how you train is very different from how we would train. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So are you very conscious of walking that fine line of I want to tone you, but I don't want to beef you up?
Yeah, I do.
Because a lot of people are scared that when they go to a man trainer, they're gonna look like the man.
So listen, when I first started, when I was in Dixon, I was packed full of fucking muscle, packed. I was way bigger than what I was now. And I would get that shit all the time. If I fucking work out when I look like you, and I used to be you know how long it took me to brother, don't you offend me? Don't offend my hard work. No, you will never look it's gonna take you a long time to look like this.
I think that's wrong. You will never look like me. I was rooting for you.
You feel me? Actually, it would tick me off sometimes. I was I don't know. What you're doing and what I'm doing are two different things. So our training is gonna be completely different. But what I learned from that was I toned my muscle down, and my body became a little bit more relatable.
Okay.
So it became more, instead of a big bodybuilder, I became beach picture type ready,
you was vacation Bob.
Exactly. And people were that's a little more relatable. I can kind of get to that. I would like to get my abs or my waist like that, whether it's a guy or a female. So I think that actually helped me. But having clients
getting a V is hard.
It is. It's hard. Your body fat has to be very, very low to get a nice defined V cut. Your body fat has to be in the very.
I just want a flat stomach.
It's a lot, y'all. We still in.
Hey, cheer up! Y'all sound like I just lost all of that shit. All that unfit energy. I just want a butt in the flat stomach. Come on, we gonna get that ass and that flat stomach. You gotta see it to believe it.
We started sounding real.
Exactly.
He done said a V. Oh Lord, no.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm telling you, I went from a 19 to a 26. So it's coming. By the summer, 27 and a half. We weren't
listen,
Small
guys.
gains.
I'm gonna tell you, like, listen. In fitness, you have to turn your small wins into big wins. You have to. If somebody showed you what a pound of fat looked like, you'd be impressed with yourself. You'd be happy when you see that 2 pounds go off the scale. Stop looking for an immediate loss. It's a fucking journey. It's not a race. It's going to take time.
And most of the time, is leaving from probably somewhere you're not even noticing. It's going to take for somebody else to point it out.
Right.
Like when I didn't know my arms slimmed down as much as they did. We was in the middle of a pod. She's like,
your
arms.
I'm telling her because we didn't record. I'm telling her, and she was like, "What? What happened? What's wrong?" Like your arms look good.
Like your shit.
But I didn't notice that about myself until somebody else pointed it out because I was steady looking for the gut.
Now let me ask you a question. Did you believe it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because it's immediate. We see ourselves every day. Every day. So it's hard to notice those small changes. But once they're pointed out to you, you could look in the mirror and be like, yo, look when I do this. And look at that. It makes you want to go back to that picture of when you had your arm out and then be like, oh shit, I did have about a 10-inch arm. Now it's about a 4. What the hell?
It induces change.
No fact. And it makes you want to be like, you know what? I'm about to keep rocking. I'm about to keep going. Because you're going to get discouraged. And it's going to take for a random moment. Somebody be like, your neck look, it's the small thing. Your neck look good as hell.
That's whenever I lose 5 pounds, like if I'm sitting right here right now, if I lose 5 pounds and y'all see me 2 weeks from now after that 5 pounds, my neck looks skinny. And I be in the mirror like, you better go ahead, girl.
Getting all skinny and shit.
Look, and then it go into the shoulders, and it's like, yeah.
And that's what people gotta understand. Your body's gonna lose weight where the fuck it wants to lose weight to.
No
matter how many crunches you do, that don't mean you gonna lose your stomach.
No.
You gotta lose your body. When I get fat, my fucking cheeks and my face explode.
I ain't gonna lie, I did see an old picture.
You see my shit?
I was like
a chipmunk.
He looked like a hibernating chipmunk.
Chipmunk, bro. Like I was just
you
throwing nuts.
all of
you know what I mean?
Ooh,
Yo.
Pause.
Not my name.
Yeah, cheek full of nuts.
Yeah, man, listen. But so when I lose weight, that's the first thing to go. My head gets real small, my cheeks
I thought
start
you
to
was
get
gonna say
smaller.
real big. I was about to say, yeah.
Well, I mean, my head is always big. Cause listen, man, I love my fucking. Look at all the cameras. I don't look at all these ones. I love myself, right?
Show them the.
You gotta love yourself, man. Like you gotta love yourself. I'm not cocky. I'm not arrogant. Like I said, I wear my confidence outside. Why? Because I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I'm gonna be me today, tomorrow,
and let me say, some of y'all is looking at him and be like, I can't relate to that. And some of y'all be like, yo, that's the type of energy I want. You're the client.
Right. You come to me.
You're the client. If you could feel that and be like, yo, I just wanna tap into that a little bit, you're the client. Everybody's not meant to train or be with everybody. When you connect and you can be relatable, you're the client.
Right.
So if you're watching, you're like, yo, I just want to feel that type of confidence when the fuck I wake up. RaFitness everywhere.
Listen, if you ask, like I said, I got a lot of clients. You know what I'm saying? You can tap in and ask any of my clients.
Spectrum of
I do.
clients
I do.
Which is great.
Right, that's because I want to show people I don't give a fuck if you're a big girl. I don't give a fuck if you're small and you want to add muscle. I don't give a fuck if you want to tighten, if you want to just keep your curves and stay thick. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm going to be able to help you long as you want to do it. Your why you want to do something has to be as strong as your reason to fucking live.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying? And the great thing about when you know what you want, the universe will put that shit right in your face.
Come on.
The universe will put all the tools, checks to start popping out for you to fucking pay your trainer, fucking dog, everything you need, long as you are
not get a check today.
Zoned in, it's gonna happen.
Pay your trainer.
I got no for that serious. Came home to a check. SNP Fam. Y'all know what time it is. Because I lost my job.
Right.
My SNP Fam know what time it is. Baby came home to a check today. I don't know where, how, but it got my name and it got deposited.
Right, that's it.
Don't matter.
Look, you talk about mobile deposit. before they cancel that bitch.
Feel me? I gotta get me
that
this one.
fucking
Nope.
process. I can't say.
Wait.
As soon as I shit, I didn't even look at the amount until after. I was like, oh, that's noise. That's noise. Mind you, it didn't say nothing like, you know, I'm thinking maybe it was the taxes they missed out or the extra boost that we supposed to get from the state from like last year.
The universe, man.
It was literally none of that.
The how is not important.
That's right.
And I said, because for those of y'all don't know, I won a shred challenge at the gym. So I was like, yeah.
Shout out to that. That's hard work.
I lost, what was it, 10.5, and he said something like close to 3% in body fat.
Mm-hmm.
We working on my protein intake.
You gotta keep that protein up. You want to maintain that muscle.
I'm tired of getting yelled at about this protein, yo.
Because I've been doing good, and I'm
when you in gym, that's all you talk about. Yeah, I need that protein. I need my protein.
Ladies, I wanna, cause I realized you said you shredded and then you toned up. So it is possible, and I feel like that's what I'm going through. My biggest shred to get that tone. Right. But I know protein is important.
Protein is the key to keep your muscle. You don't get flabby and lose skin and shit. You don't lose your muscle as you're shredding down, because it's a very methodical and thin line between losing body fat and keeping your muscle.
Because I was informed that if you're not having that proper intake of protein, when you are burning that fat, instead of muscle replacing it, it just get replaced by fat.
Yeah.
So you're just doing the work and you're shredding, but it's just the fat is just it's not forming into the muscle.
That's why there's high intensity cardio and then there's steady state cardio. You know what I'm saying? There's two different types of cardio to do two different things with your body. And I'm gonna be honest, one of the main reasons I've been successful with several different clients is because I've learned to train not everybody's gonna stick to their diet.
Facts.
Not everybody even gives a fuck about the diet.
I think it's okay to have a cheat meal. Not a day, but a cheat meal.
It's not even that. As you're a trainer and as a person, like, I'm the trainer that's in your fucking stories. Like, I'm watching what you eat on your weekend. I'm watching what you're drinking. I'm watching the shots.
You went to brunch. You went to lunch.
You don't come into your PT session and be like,
bro,
so that
I'll call you right up. Remember them cookies you had this weekend? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have put, nigga.
Yeah.
You already know what time it is, bro. Yeah.
I see you bake them. You had a glass of milk with them.
I had one client, and she knows who she is. I had one client, and she was at work, and she pulled out a drawer. She did a boomerang of a drawer. And there was nothing but snacks in that bitch. When I tell you, for the next month, I wore her ass out. And I reminded her every day, like, for that snack.
Every cookie that's in that drawer.
I was like, yo, remember that work drawer? Like, bro, we gonna work all that shit. I'm never looking at that motherfucker
cookie
again.
I see is every more sit up you got this. Goddamn.
What I've learned to do, though, honestly, is I've learned that not everyone is gonna go with the program, and you have to. I've learned how to train clients based on what they eat. So if you're the type that you're doing
this, so that's based off honesty. You gotta be honest with me. It is,
but if I'm
honest at McDonald's, you might as well say you eat at McDonald's. Let's make this work.
Absolutely. Right. And because I'm a real person, most of my clients feel me and they right back where they I ain't even gonna stand like I fucked up this week and I had this and I had this and I'm like, all right, so this is the game plan. We're gonna have to offset this shit, and get right back to this. This is how we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? We game plan it all the way back to success.
That sounds like I gotta kick your ass for this amount of time to make up for the work you fucked up, and then we back on track.
Right.
There it is, man.
You said it real nice, but I'm keeping it real plain because I want them to know what they getting into.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But you don't want a fucking trainer who's only your trainer in the gym.
Facts.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's like if your lawyer's only your lawyer when you're in front of them.
I love when trainers turn into friends.
Absolutely.
Because it becomes more personal, and it's not they want to see you win more and do better more, but the push becomes more intentional because now we here. I can't see you lose. We here now. We locked in. You sold me on a dream. The dream gotta come true.
You said you wanted this shit.
Right.
We've been working towards, like, nigga, we got to finish this shit. Like I tell my client, we rest when we done. We rest when we done. You know, ain't no breaks in between.
But you don't miss the rest.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Like, when we were working out,
I think that's just a false narrative.
If you here for an hour, you here with me for this hour.
I think
you just want to take your break when you're done.
When you're done. When
I
you're
just
done
think you might as well just say, it's just no rest. Because you rest when you're done, that means I'm done. Like, this is not considered a rest.
So if you want to rest, then
finish the
you
shit
gotta be done.
Right. That's the only time you get the right. You rest when you fucking done. That don't mean you stop. That mean nigga you
That
start
means you're
and
done.
you finish and
You're
then
done.
you rest.
That's
Like,
my girl on TikTok.
You're done.
You're done. You're done. Your mother, your sister, your brother, your mom.
You're done.
Nah, but honestly,
I
I really do enjoy training. I mean, most my clients know, like, I have a legit passion.
But
for
you
that
could
shit.
tell that you enjoy it because when you talk about it, you passionate.
Mhm.
It's intentional. You could tell, you could feel it. That it's present. It's no. You can't be like. You could tell when somebody just in it for the money.
Right.
I do it because I'm good at it and it pays the bills.
Right.
And you could tell who actually in it because I'm making a change and I enjoy what I do and I love it. That makes all the difference.
It does.
All the difference.
And for a person like me who's been primarily selfish for himself, it feels good to be able to
so
give
much
back.
accountability.
I've always been a very selfish person. You know, like I went through a stage where, like, you know.
Gassy.
I know.
I know.
I'm trying to be like, you know.
We can see it.
So I mean, yeah. What was I? You don't fuck me up, calling me gassy.
That you've been a selfish person.
Yeah, I've always been a very selfish person, and this
I love how you remember that.
has honestly given me a new outlook on life.
That's
It's
good.
changed my, like I said, it just changed my views on being a person and being a better person and understanding that you got to give to receive. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that's one of the biggest things I've learned from being a personal trainer. Like, you got to give to receive, man. And I give a lot of energy, you know, like, I'm up studying, and just like any other personal trainer, I'm not saying I'm the only one doing this, but, you know, I'm up studying, I'm up learning new things, I'm up trying to figure out new ways to get shit done faster. Like,
Yo, we just said that. Always find a way to enhance
that's right.
your craft.
Your craft. You got to perfect your
When
craft.
you love it, you will enhance it. That's just like when you love working out, you're going to figure out, oh, what's the next thing to push me to the next level.
Right.
Right.
When you fall in love with, you always want what's next.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
And honestly, that's where, I mean, I have a lot of goals. Like, this is really just the beginning for me in RaFitness.
I love
Like, this is
hearing
just
that.
the beginning. I have so many goals, and
Goals.
I'm such an ambitious person. I'm typically 3 to 6 months into my, like,
Next.
ahead, of what I'm trying to do. You know what
I
I'm saying?
respect that.
Just because it's two reasons. I don't know if I got ADHD or what, but, like, nigga, I just keep fucking, like, I cannot stay still.
I don't
Like,
think
it
it's
is-
ADHD. I think it's a more of a sense of I can't be complacent.
Right.
I don't want to be
Right.
stagnant.
Right. I don't exactly.
Because
I do not want to be
ADHD
fucking
could
stagnant.
be a little bit of
I was
unfocused.
just saying it,
Right.
'cause, you know what I mean?
You just
Meaning,
always on the go, on the
exactly.
move,
I'm just
always
always on the
hustling.
move.
But that's just, listen, when you hungry,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna find that meat, okay? Hear me out. Cavemen made sure they brought that wolf home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every night.
Okay? When you hungry, you gonna find something to eat. And trust me, I'm hungry.
You're gonna create a way. You're gonna create a way, bro. That's
When you
like I
see a
said.
need, feel it.
I don't want to speak. I got so much. I don't want to speak.
No,
Too
we believe in moving in
fast.
silence.
Right. But when I tell you, I got big shit planned, man. I got shit that motherfuckers ain't even think about yet. Like, they ain't even, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly how I came up with the whole, you know,
And that's all that matters.
pre-surgery.
You saw a need and you feeling it.
Right.
So, to wrap this up, I want to give you a hot 30. Drop a nugget of wisdom. If you could say one last thing to motivate, encourage somebody that they could carry with them, what would it be?
Your journey is your journey. Nobody's gonna want it as much as you. Nobody's gonna give a fuck about how. Nobody's gonna care but you. Okay, so don't expect people to help you. Don't expect people to give you a handout, and don't expect people to care. Your journey is primarily yours, and you have to take it and be ready to take it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it. That goes for anything. Life, working out,
Not for real though.
Right.
everything.
Because the moment you become reliant on somebody else, your dream becomes theirs.
Absolutely.
Because you're not putting the work in by yourself. You're too reliant on that person.
I'm gonna be 100%
Yo, I felt
honest.
that.
I, you know, my ex used to do a lot of my back end shit. a lot of my back end shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to just deal with the training and I just got the clients and did what I did and did what I love. And now that I'm handling all the back end and the front end shit, I feel better. I feel better because I'm not relying on somebody. I feel better because I know my own system.
Because you're making it run by yourself.
Exactly. And I think that gives you self-motivation and empowers you to want to do more and to get more knowledge and to learn how to do things for yourself and not be reliant on any motherfucker, because the more hands in your pot, the less you're going to get.
Right.
Woo-hoo! Get on my Lucky Charms. Yo, we got
three shirts. You got three shirts made today. You see how this shit happens? That's all you need is good energy. Good energy.
Oh, get your hand out my pot. That could mean a lot of things. Oh,
yeah,
you can get. And on that note,
keep your hand out my pot.
There's gonna be a caption somewhere down the line.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait till I take that picture that deserved that right there, because y'all gonna get it. But tell them where they can find you.
Instagram, RaFitness31. Facebook, Greg Lollar. You can check me out on the website at rawfitness/31.square.site. You can see all the promos, all the services, everything that we provide, and everything that I can do for you.
Perfect. And as y'all already know, we'll have all his info, links, everything. Soon as the episode drop, you'll have all contact information. We'll even post it on the page, and we'll post a flyer for the gastro, the proper 16-week surgery prep, post prep, all that. So y'all, if you interested, you can tap in. You don't gotta comment nothing. DM him personally, handle it personally, or however. Me, I'm public. I like to sign me up.
That's the best way to be.
Because I like when you public, it's like everybody holds you accountable.
Exactly.
So I mean,
because I see you commented on that live and said sign me up. Did you ever contact him?
I get that walking like, am I gonna hit you up? Like, no, she probably won't either. No. She probably won't. You been talking to her for a week. She probably ain't gonna.
If you already said that, you already know she not.
Right.
But on that note,
it's your girl Sault
and your girl Peppa.
We just gave you
no tea, straight seasoning. You already know what it is. You know where to listen. You know where to follow. Now, all we need your ass to do is subscribe. Subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. I don't forgot to go down the list. I just know you need to hit that goddamn button. Now, we love you. Don't make me talk to you like this again.
Period.
Good night. Excuse me. So you got to get into this.
Is that like Sailor Moon dance y'all got?
Not Sailor Moon.
I see the bad fingers crossing. I want she give me Sailor Moon vibes right now.